Hello everybody, welcome to Scrap Mechanic. If you're seeing this, you probably already know what this game is. It's a lot of fun. I'm in the off chance that I'm in creative mode because I got challenged to prove something. So here you see a group of fugly little cars that they're here to prove a point. First point I'm going to prove is that the wheel is heavy. Heavier. This is the original ideal I had for these wheels that I'm here to test. And I realized that the standard wheel is actually much heavier than I thought it was. And then I decided to double them up. These are actually what is on the vehicles. I figured at that point that they weren't going to really be heavy enough to handle the cliff or the climb that I have for them today. So unfortunately you can't do anything with that one. That one has to be that way. There's no choice. I tried putting things on it and it just didn't work. But you can see that the wheel is still actually a little bit heavier. Or no, the concrete and the net block, when you double up the concrete, is slightly heavier. But you'll notice it's still not as heavier. The weight difference is not as strong in comparison to the wheel to everything else on this board. So we're going to test these three. And here's how we're going to test it. I have these four vehicles who are going to have to go backwards just because I kind of built the car the wrong way up this hill. Now I already know that the wheeled vehicle cannot make this climb because I tested it earlier. But just to prove it to you guys, let's get started. Try one. Oh yeah, great. That's still a thing. It's not as bad because these vehicles in survival, I have similar vehicles, and they lag when just breathing. They just stand there and they cause lag. I have to put one on in survival. You'll see it doesn't get up that far. See, we can get a little run up. I chose this spot specifically because it cannot get to the top. Hear the putt-putt engine. There we go. Now hop out. That locks in the brakes, and you'll notice it's still sliding. The grade that these will get will be based on where they stop, or if they stop. I mean, I know the wheeled vehicle stopped in my previous one, but it seems like run to run, this game's physics decides it wants to be different. So who knows? So we just gotta wait for it to stop. It might take a moment because you notice it's sliding. This is what everybody complains about. Now, this kind of hill, I would actually expect it to slide. But we're really getting to the part where I figured the weight of the concrete 3 that's in there, that dark blue is concrete 3, would actually prevent it from doing so. But, oh, there it goes. So, this mark right here, and we're going to put a little line. Oh. Go here. And then we're going to go out here, just so it's not in the way of where the vanilla big wheel car stopped. Alright, now let's get it out of the way. Note, if any of these vehicles turn upside down, they're disqualified simply because you can't write the other ones on the lift simply because they just have an aneurysm. And I'll show you guys that at the end of this video. I'll also show you something that's quite funny. Alright, we'll go with this one. This one was second in the video that I saw that I didn't agree with. So you'll see that every engine's actually one notch from the top. Ooh, that was unhappy. Kind of parked a little close. And that's just the minimum it took to move some of the wheels. The concrete and concrete blocks are heavy. Now you might wonder why I'm making these suspensions. Because these suspensions normally allow... Yeah, this isn't getting up there. These suspensions normally allow the standard wheels to get better purchase because they're flatter on the ground. Hey, I can't get this one up the hill. I want to just disqualify this one now. Alright, we'll give this one an unfair advantage because I think it's just going to have problems with getting up the hill because of how it's designed. It doesn't have the easy smoothness. This one gets an unfair advantage. We'll crank up the engine. I'll go back to the other cars and prove that, yeah, I think this one's done. We'll hop out. And it starts sliding. Okay, this is where this one stops, so we mark it here. And this is good enough. Yeah, like I said, we're just gonna do it a little far enough to get it out of the way. Get out of here, out of the way. I don't need more physics than I need because I don't actually have. There are times where I wonder what this game requires to run. I still think that's funny. Get back here. Oh, well, it's already scored. I'm not going to rescore it. You saw that move further down. I'm not crazy. Well, that's debatable, but that's side point. So this one does not go or stay as far up. So we'll drive this one out of the way. These are the guys I actually think might have a chance. We'll go with concrete next just because... Oh man, this is going to be so much lag. Just because these guys drive better, I want to think these guys actually have a chance to... Actually, before I do that, let's go ahead and mark which ones are which. Trust me, I'm like everybody else where I would like to find something better than the big wheel. Now you might be wondering why I'm going backwards. Because I kind of built the whole vehicle backwards. Alright, once again we're encountered where we're stuck again. And we're sliding. You see that, right? I'm not crazy. But we'll give it a better than fair chance. This is actually getting stronger engines than the big wheeled vehicle got. And it gets up the hill a little better. So it did get up further. But you'll notice we're about done. Pop out. We'll let it slide. So it looks like the concrete did get further. And we'll use this. Oh, can't use that one. Okay, you'll see it's starting to slide again. We'll give it a little bit longer. Still sliding. Is it gonna stop? I don't think it's gonna stop. Now, I don't know about you guys, I'm gonna leave that there, but I am going to mark a second slide point because that's kind of a really, if it stops. Now, this is part of the reason it's sliding. And I will admit, that is part of the reason it's sliding. It's because it's not got full purchase on the ground. I won't even argue that. Oh, wrong one. Okay, it stays. I'm not remarking that. It's close enough. You get the point. it Apparently I had that backup bug where if you don't press backwards, it decides it wants to not go forward. I don't know what to call that bug. Directional bug? Yeah. You guys can tell me. And now we're going to try the diamond block. This is the one I actually have the most hope for. It's not as heavy as the concrete. It does make a god-awful noise, though. It sounds like I'm banging against the pipes. Now, I already know I'm going to probably have to turn this up, so I'm going to go ahead and just turn this one up, too. And we're going to do the wheeled vehicle again just because it didn't get a fair shot compared to everybody else because it was at that one tick lower setting. Oh, wow, this one's got some grip. I'll give him that much. Alright, looks like we're about done. Hop out. So it looks like it got about as far as the concrete, but it's staying. It's not sliding. So we'll go right about here. That's good enough. Okay, so it looks like it's actually in line with the concrete one. Right here. So I'm just going to put this right there. And we'll give it a chance to slide. I know this isn't the best hill to test on, but it's pretty much the best angle I can find. Well, I don't think that one's going to move, so that actually is a very good wheel. Bouncy and noisy, but it is a very good wheel. Okay, maybe not the best in the corners. I will say that much. It is sloppy in the corners. But they all did have an unfair comparison over the standard wheel, so let's give that a shot again. Who knows? Maybe it'll do better. Huh. Come on, fall down. I know you're supposed to fall down. You fell down last time. There it goes. Maybe. I'll put this block here. See if it's any closer. I'll say that's its second score. With oh, now it falls down. I'm gonna leave that up there because I'm pretty sure it's gonna fall down to where it fell down before. Stay. It didn't fall down that much. I mean, this is a solid block of concrete 3 in here. I mean, let's take it down the hill before I take it apart. Oh, oh. Well, that's, whew. It's a little slidey when you get the full weight of this vehicle on a full graded engine in general, but I hope this proves my point. The reason I use these suspensions like this is because it keeps that on the ground. They will tilt. Same thing with those. These guys, I just don't think they work quite as well. I mean, I wish I was wrong. I mean, the concrete block is definitely heavier. But, I don't know. Tell me what you think. For some reason I got a bunch of downvotes just because I disagreed with somebody. But, it's Reddit. You get that. Well, let me know what you think. Have a good day. Wrong key.